Hello everybody, my name is Knoy, and I'm here to talk about Lover, which is a film by Ralph Sepe Jr., made 2 years ago in 2016 and released this year, though the original release date was in 2017, but for some reason it was released this year instead. I think last week it was, or 2 weeks ago, somewhere around there. But anyways, also if it looks like I'm talking kind of funny, I have a blister right here, so I'm trying not to move my lower lip at all, and might make it look a little weird at times. No, I'm actively trying not to make it look weird now. Anyway, so this will be the part 1 of 2. This one will just be a general overview of my thoughts of the main problems I have with the film. And then the next part, I'll go more into depth and take it scene by scene, though I won't be showing the scenes in question. I'll be just like referring to them. So this is going to be my general overview of the stuff that I have major qualms with. And that being, right off the bat, is that the entire film is in black and white. Now, I don't have a problem with this, initially. But then I rewatched the trailer since it's been 2 years, and I realized, hey, there's some color shots in here. And you can tell that some shots were not made to be in black and white. Mostly the intro part, because Ralph is driving a car, right, and it's the dead of night and going to a club, or he memorizes this girl's route, so he drives over there and he meets her and says, hey, get in. You can't see shit. You can barely see anything. And if it was in color like it was in the trailer, you could see stuff happening. And you could see very clearly other stuff as well. On Reddit, he said that he didn't do it because he thought it would be distracting. Hold on, my dog's crying. Anyways, my dog now knows that I am quite alive and well, and she's happy again. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of my main qualms, is that some shots were obviously meant to be in color, and it doesn't completely suffer from it, but kind of does. My next complaint is audio. Obviously, in some scenes, the audio isn't too great. Like, in the very beginning, he's in his apartment, and he has music playing over what could be assumed was a speaker. And, which is fine and dandy, but, it doesn't sound like it's coming from a speaker. It sounds like it's being played, like it was edited into the film afterwards. And just for example, I have and just as an example, and then this is how it actually sounds in the film. And here I should have edited the song into the film, or into this video, my bad, to show you the difference between the audio quality kind of stuff. And it's very obvious that it was added in later, and I'm not sure why he didn't just have it actually playing on a speaker during the scene, seeing as the music is louder than them talking, so I feel like it just like playing in the background over a speaker would have made it a little bit more hearable, like their dialogue. And that's my next major qualm, because the audio is just, it's a bit janky at times. But next qualm is music. The music used is kind of weird. Like, it's not bad, but it's not good. And you see, the whole story is sort of this like build up to something, to like an actual thriller movie. At the beginning they have a nice little relationship, it starts fading out, then it just goes batshit at the end. So you think you have the creepy ambient synth thriller music at the end, whenever things are ramping up, but it just has that same level of creepy synthy ambient music which isn't bad, but it's just kind of, they could have made it like a little bit more happier, more like bouncy in the beginning, instead of having it immediately be this ambient synth noise. Or maybe start off with the ambient synth noise, and as their relationship develops, make it happy, bouncy, and then have it come back down. You know? Anyways, that's just like a little nitpicky type thing. Doesn't detract from the movie too much, just that's just... It's not what I would have done, personally, but it is his film, so... And then that's where my next qualm comes up, is that the ambient synthing noise overwrites dialogue. And there's a few date scenes in the film between the two, and since their relationship is the main focus, you'd think they would have a lot of dialogue. They don't. And the dialogue that they do have, in the beginning at least, is overridden by the ambient synth noise. And it's hard to tell if that was the intention from the beginning, or he didn't like the dialogue, so he just put the music over it. So it's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. And you think the added dialogue would add something to their relationship, you know, sort of give you an insight to how they talk to each other, how they have conversations and such. And I'm sitting on a wicker store right now, so that's why every time I move, my fucking whatever. Anyway, so, and then that would be fine and dandy. And then in the middle, it does get better. It does get a whole lot better in the middle. And then the ending goes batshit insane. And that leads to my I'm reading off some notes I have right there. And leads to my next qualm, is the dialogue itself. It is very awkward. Like there's a few parts in the movie where it's like, okay, that's believable dialogue, that's nice, that's kind of cutesy. Like, they have some nice little cutesy dialogue because they're in their fucking relationship, but it only happens like once or twice, and that's kind of strange. Yeah, and then the next qualm is the characters. All of them suck. Like, none of them grow. You don't really figure out anything new about them, even though, like, the description of the movie says that, oh, they have a bond and stuff, and all this jazz. And then it turns out that, you know, their whole relationship is built on lies. That's very close to the description of the movie on Vimeo. Ralph has all the secrets. The romantic interest, Christina, doesn't have any secrets besides she has a boyfriend, and she does drugs. That's all her secrets. And everything else is left to Ralph's character, which only happens in the, like, second half of the movie. So it's kind of weird. And they don't build on their relationship at all. Like, in the scenes where they could have added that peppy dialogue and that real nice romantic talk and whatever bullshit, or they could have spent romantic scenes, they just had ambient synth music on top of it. And I guess that can be interpreted as Ralph doesn't really care, but that's just like my own interpretation I just came up with. Like, it's not explained why he decided to have the music over it. And I checked the subreddit, maybe I missed a discussion somewhere. But for a film about the relationship, you don't really get a whole lot about the relationship, which I thought was just strange. And again, in the next part, I'll go over that more in detail. But then this leads to my biggest complaint, which is just the story as a whole. And I already touched upon this, and that the description of the film does not match the actual film. You know, it's like they both have secrets that they're not telling each other. They're both hiding something that's very serious, and in the trailer, it hurts both of them. You know, Ralph ends up, and very spoiler heavy here. Now, I'll just go ahead and just give my recommendation, which I should have done in the beginning. I think I did. But if you're at all interested in this film, it's $5. Go ahead and watch it if you want to. If you're not at all, I do not recommend this. Is this a film that you would show to your friends? Fuck no. Is this a film you show to your family? No. Is this a film you show to your artsy film friend? Yeah. And that's like the only situation where I see people sitting down to watch it. And fans of Ralph the Movie Maker. But I showed the beginning sequence to my friend. He didn't like it at all, and he likes Ralph the Movie Maker, as far as I know. So it's kind of weird, you know? It's just a weird film. I think that's the best way to say it. But, yeah, back to the story issue, and this is very spoiler heavy, so if you don't want that, go ahead and go. Anyways, so... Sorry. Anyway, so Delilah has 2 secrets. Boyfriend does drugs. Ralph kills whores. And kills her boyfriend. Or I guess at the time the time that happens in the movie, her ex-boyfriend. But it's like, what secrets were they building off of? Like, was Ralph killing whores in his times when they were together? Obviously not, because he was spending it with her. Like, what lies were being told here? Like, his obvious intention at the beginning, once you've watched the movie, is that he was gonna kill her, then he falls in love with her or something. But then she stops, like, talking to him. Not talking to him, but stops being that friend, and she starts dating someone else. And so he kills her, or horribly maims her, one of the two, and then pins it on her boyfriend. Not her ex-boyfriend, but her new boyfriend that Ralph gets jealous of and doesn't kill, just pins her horrible body mutilation on him. And this just comes out completely out of left field. Because it shows him driving at night, he picks up a hooker, kills the hooker, kills her boyfriend and her boyfriend's roommate's ex-boyfriend, and then he maims her. And I think he was going to originally kill her boyfriend, and yeah. So yeah. I don't recommend this film at all. I will say that it is filmed very competently. No, nothing bad with the film. The acting sucked. Though Ralph was pretty good in it, not gonna lie. He's the real star of the show. And I feel like that's done on purpose. Like, he wrote the role for himself, like the deepest character, the one with the most nuance, the one who gets the most screen time most of the time. The one that does the most stuff is his character. And I'm not saying he's an egomaniac or he wanted to be the star of the show. I just think that he wrote the character and decided that he would be the best fit for it. And maybe unintentionally made his character a hell of a lot more interesting than the other character who's supposed to have the same amount of secrets. And also there's just scenes in the trailer that just aren't in the movie. Like, there's this one where Ralph is on the floor pointing a knife out of his gut. Not in the movie. And then there's a few other, like, relationship-y kind of scenes in the trailer. And I'm not sure if they were in the movie or not. I don't think they were. But maybe because of the black and white, my brain was like, nope, that's not the same scene, so. I might have to check that out before I go back. But it's an enjoyable film, kind of. I would not recommend it to just about anybody besides artsy kind of people. Like, wanting to see, like, student films that try to say something, but are kind of vague and, you know, like, just those, like, you know those black and white parody French films? Like, they're just, like, have a woman scream and then, like, a word come across the screen. That's pretty much what the beginning of the film felt like. So yeah, that's my review. If I had to give it a number, if I give it a 5 out of 10, to be honest, it's not outstandingly good, but it's not completely bad. I really do enjoy the middle part of the movie. I like the beginning of spring and most of winter, and yeah, that's the only part I like. And that's like 50% of the movie, so yeah. Anyways, Ralph, if you're seeing this, I really do look forward to your future projects, and I will review those too. Depending on how badly this gets shit on. Though I feel like I might have been too critical. But in the next video on this film, I'll be going more in depth. And explain my reasonings why. So for the people who came here for who are Ralph the Movie Maker fans and came here, if you enjoyed the video, I don't usually do these kinds of videos. But check out the channel if you like. I usually do art shows and book reviews, so I haven't done a book review in a good while. And I'm going to start doing these kinds of film reviews, but make it a bit more focused, you know. And if you're a usual watcher of my videos, I have an art show coming out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And then after tomorrow, the second part of this film review will be uploaded, hopefully. Because I'm going to rewatch it again, and my opinion might change, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways, that'll be all for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and don't just dislike it and run away. If anything, I feel I'll be more than happy to talk about it in the comments below, if you're up for that. If you aren't, yeah, just go ahead and dislike it, I guess. Anyways, that'll be it. I'll see you next time.